Have you ever held a banknote and wondered what makes it feel so crisp, so hard to tear, and so full of tiny hidden details? What if I told you that the humble note in your wallet goes on a journey more complex and precise than building a smartphone? Today, we are going to follow that journey for Europe's Euro banknotes, the colorful, secure currency used by over 340 million people across 20 countries. And by the time we finish, you will never look at any banknote the same way again. Let's start where every Euro banknote begins, not in a factory, but under an open sky in vast cotton fields. But this is not ordinary cotton. This is long staple cotton, specially grown for its extra long and extra strong fibers. When the cotton bolls burst open, they reveal soft white tufts that look delicate but are incredibly tough. Farmers harvest them carefully, using a mix of modern machines and gentle handling, because any break in the fibre would weaken the final note. Since 2022, 70% of all cotton used for Euro banknotes comes from sustainable sources, including biological or fair trade certified cotton. That is the European Central Bank's commitment to our planet. Once harvested, the cotton is compressed into dense bales, each one tagged with its origin and sustainability grade. Only the very best bales are good enough to become Euro banknote paper. From the fields, these certified bales travel to specialized paper mills like the famous Lusenthal mill in the Bavarian Alps of Germany. Here, the real transformation begins. The cotton is opened, cleaned, and mixed with water to form a soft pulp. Then comes the clever engineering part. The fibers are beaten and refined until their surfaces grow tiny microscopic hooks, almost like Velcro at a molecular level. These hooks help the fibers lock together tightly, creating a paper that is far stronger than anything you use in a notebook. That is why a Euro note can survive being crumpled, folded, washed, and passed from hand to hand for years without falling apart. While the pulp is still wet, special additives are mixed in. Some add wet strength, others prepare the paper for security features. Then the pulp spreads onto a moving screen, and the magic really starts. A watermark begins to form inside the paper itself. It is not printed on top, it is built into the structure by controlling the thickness of the fibers in different areas. For all Euro banknotes, the watermark shows a portrait of Europa, the mythological figure who gave our continent its name, along with the denomination value. At the same time, a windowed security thread is embedded right into the wet paper. This thread carries the denomination in both normal and mirror writing, and it becomes a permanent part of the note. So even before any ink touches the surface, the note already carries its first layers of identity and protection. After the paper is formed, it passes through long drying cylinders, and what emerges is a strong, flexible sheet of cotton paper with a characteristic cream white base color. That crisp feel, that is the first thing a cashier checks. Now the paper, still blank apart from the watermarking thread, moves to the printing stage. This is where the note starts to look like money. The sheets enter massive printing halls. The first step is offset printing, which applies the background colors and fine patterns. Each denomination has its own dominant color. The 5 Euro note is gray, the 10 is red, the 20 is blue, the 50 is orange, the 100 is green, the 200 is yellow, and the 500 is purple. These base colors are applied here, along with delicate swirling lines called Gillick patterns. These are incredibly hard to copy with standard printers. But even after this stage, the note looks flat. The architectural windows and gateways on the front are just empty shapes. The bridge on the reverse is colored but flat. It is like a coloring book before someone fills in the details. The real transformation happens next with a process called intaglio printing. This is the heart of currency production. Engraved plates are pressed onto the paper under enormous pressure, sometimes several tons per square inch. The ink used here is thick and past-like. When the paper is pressed into the engraved grooves, the ink transfers as raised ridges. That means when you run your finger over any genuine euro note, you can actually feel the architecture, the large denomination numeral, the word euro, and the 12 stars of the European flag. That tactile sensation is one of the most important security features. It is simple for anyone to check, but incredibly hard for counterfeiters to replicate. After the front is printed, the reverse gets the same intaglio treatment with the bridge motif standing in raised relief. And if you look closely, you will see a map of Europe in the background, also raised. Then come the more advanced security features. A hologram patch or stripe is hot stamped onto the front of every euro note. When you tilt the note, the hologram changes between the portrait of Europa, the denomination, and the architectural motif. On the higher denominations, you can also see tiny euro symbols moving around the number like little satellites. That is a satellite feature. Next, a color shifting number is applied. The large denomination numeral on the front appears emerald green when you hold the note flat, but when you tilt it, it changes to deep blue. And inside that number, you can see a bar of light moving up and down. This effect is created by metallic flakes that are aligned by magnets while the ink is still wet, then locked in place by ultraviolet light. It is beautiful, and it is almost impossible to copy. Then come the serial numbers. Every euro banknote has two serial numbers, one horizontal and one vertical. The horizontal number is black and consists of 2 letters and 10 digits. The first letter tells you which printing works produced the note. The vertical number is printed in a different color. These numbers are unique to each note, and the European Central Bank tracks every single one. There is also a small printer's mark and a control digit that acts as a mathematical check. So if a note is ever counterfeited, authorities can trace it back to its exact production run. After the serial numbers, a protective overcoat is applied to the entire sheet. This clear varnish seals all the printing layers and makes the note resistant to dirt, moisture, and the wear of daily life. It also gives the note its characteristic slip, the way it feels when you count a fresh stack. Now comes one of the most critical steps: inspection. High-speed machines scan every sheet with cameras, UV sensors, infrared scanners, and magnetic detectors. They check every square millimeter for alignment, color accuracy, and the presence of every security feature. If there is a tiny misalignment, a missing watermark, or even a speck of dust, that note is marked for rejection and later shredded. Only perfect notes move forward. The perfect sheets then go to the guillotine cutting machines. Precision blades slice through the stacks of paper, cutting each sheet into individual banknotes of exact dimensions, different sizes for different denominations. For the first time, you see stacks of colorful notes, each one carrying the complete set of security features. After cutting, the counting begins. High-speed counting machines verify every single note, record each serial number, and track everything in a central database. Groups of 100 notes are automatically banded into bundles. 10 bundles are wrapped together into a brick. These bricks are sealed in tamper-evident cases and handed over to the European Central Bank. Armored convoys transport the cases to the ECB's headquarters in Frankfurt, where they are stored in high-security vaults. From there, the Eurosystem's network of national central banks distribute the notes to commercial banks across the euro area. And finally, the notes reach your hands through ATMs, bank counters, or as change from a shop.
Thank you.
So where does this incredible raw material come from? The long staple cotton that starts the whole journey is grown in carefully selected regions, often in southern Europe, Turkey, and other parts of the Mediterranean. After harvest, the cotton goes through a multi-stage cleaning process to remove seeds, dust, and short fibers. Then, it is tested in laboratories for fiber length, tensile strength, purity, and moisture content. Only cotton that meets the ECB's strict specifications is sent to the paper mills. There, it is beaten, refined, and mixed with water to become pulp. The pulp is then formed into sheets, dried, and inspected. The result is a 100% cotton paper that is strong, durable, and has that unique, crisp feel. And because the ECB is committed to sustainability, most of this cotton is now grown without harmful chemicals, using less water and fair trade practices. The cotton itself is a renewable resource, and the paper production process is designed to minimize waste. From a tiny cotton seed to a sun-ripened bowl, from a dense bale to a sheet of security paper, from an engraved steel plate to the raised portrait you can feel, the journey of every euro banknote is a masterpiece of nature, technology, and human skill. Every time you tilt a note to watch the color change, or run your finger over the raised architecture, or hold it to the light to see the watermark, you are checking the work of thousands of people and machines that made that moment possible. It is not just money. It is a story. And now, you know how to read it.